What's up, guys? Team Creep Bandit back with another deck profile. This time we are with
Jeremy McGuire.
Jeremy McGuire, and we're here with his Beetrooper list. I thought it was really cool, and we should, have it on the channel. So let's get into it. Main deck.
All right, main deck. We'll start off with 3 Scout Buggy. This thing is like our tour guide for the deck, along with Scale Bomber, who's like our Kagamusha Knight to chain block our Scout Buggy.
Yeah.
These cards are what you want to see in pretty much every hand. The other one that I played, I cut this down to 2, but it's Galaxy Worm.
Okay.
And Galaxy Worm is just another copy of this. I cut the third one for some other cards that I put in the list at the last minute. So
Okay.
Move on to the God card of the deck, 3 Resonance Insect.
This is like
cracked.
Cyber Angel Benton of this
it's
deck.
the Ben 10 of insects, and it's insanely good.
Fucking cracked.
I played a lot of one-ofs for Beetroopers. So I played the new guy, Assault Roller. It's a free extender, plus it's just another level 4 to search off Goki Pole. The new guy, can't read his name, Neptune, Mighty Neptune. This guy's good for recursion, because you shuffle in 3 banished from main deck monsters to just whenever to summon him.
Yeah.
And also the boost of giving a monster 1,000 attack comes up sometimes. Light Flapper also the same thing, plus it also negates attacks, which is really nice.
Okay.
That's it for the one-ofs. We've obviously played Double Sting Lancer. I've seen lists play this at 3. I only like it at 2 because it's searchable, and I don't want to brick with it with multiple copies in hand. So, then for some more one-ofs, Doomdozer, Goki Pole, and Retaliating Sea. I think this would be bumped up to 2 if I had to, but I only had 1 at the time, and it never came up today. The actual effect of this to summon itself from hand resolved once versus a Dino player, but it really wasn't that important.
Wow.
The Goki Pole target, I chose Flying Kamakiri. 1, because it's a wind, so I can summon it under the barrier statue and just punch over it. And 2, it's like 1500 attack, so like it just pops a lot of things that you have problems to deal with.
Okay.
The Battle Wasp lineup, 3 Sting the Poison, 2 Pin, MVP, 1 Arbalest, and 1 Rapid Fire.
Okay.
So this guy, I honestly think like one, if not the best card in this whole deck, because this guy just recursion and being a monster negate on your opponent's turn, searching follow-up for your next turn after you do your normal plays. With this, and then both the Pin and the Rapid Fire are just free extenders that just summon themselves. Pin wins you games in time. The Beetrooper spells and traps that we played to search. Played the new card, Beetrooper Descent. Free extender because it just summons a token, but also the spell and trap destruction comes up. Formation and Flying Sting. Just really good counter trap. This card's insane in a grind game because it just resets itself every turn. Like I did a play today where I had a Resonance Insect that I couldn't get banished, and I had this engraved, so I went to end phase, banished the insect, set this, send Goki Pole, and then Goki Pole add me Retaliating Sea just in case.
Sounds good.
Generic cards called by because we need all of our stuff to resolve throughout hand traps. This card I added last minute, Forbidden Chalice, was MVP all day today.
Cheaper than Droplet.
Yeah, cheap man's Droplet. I'm a cheap man, I only got Droplet. But this card, into Apo boards and stuff, this card alone. And then my thought process too is the thing that hoses this deck a lot is Winda.
Yeah.
So this card, I would much rather draw like this or Imperm to deal with the Winda, so I don't have to use as many resources in hand out the window like with Droplet and stuff. And then the only other hand trap I played is Ash Blossom because it's just generic.
Okay.
I wanted to keep the list as pretty standard as possible and didn't want to play a bunch of tech cards and stuff like that. So, but that's it for the main deck, 40 cards. I wouldn't change anything yet. I'm still experimenting with things.
Seems good.
King Piccolo token. Yeah, thank you. So for the extra deck, this might be a little weird for some people, I don't know. I played the Triple Armor Horn. I think that card's just insanely good, and I think this card is the best card in the extra deck. Pico, I max out on it because you can just constantly recur it with herself and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then just free equipping a Resonance Insect to just is nuts. Seraphim, also God card at times. And then the other 2 of, I play Atlas. I only like 2. The third never has come up for me. I only make 1 and usually like they can't out the board and I would just secure the game that way. Because I also play this guy, so I can unlock myself from only summoning insects, so I can make the next package, which is Phoenix, Unicorn, and access code. Shout out to Daniel for letting me borrow an access code.
He's the boy.
He's the boy. And then the last card is the Cicada King. I made this one time today, and it got kaiju. So, yeah.
I don't even know what it does, to be honest.
So it's a monster negate, so you summon it off of like scout buggies overlaying. You detach and change. You can either change position or give insect 500 defense.
Okay.
Yeah, 500 defense. So if its battle positions change, you can target a monster in your graveyard, special summon.
Seems good.
So that's it for
Just
the
an additional
extra
extender,
deck.
I guess.
Yeah, additional extender plus having interruptions on your opponent's turn for like, say you have Goki pull underneath it, because that's a cool play you can do. You can detach the Goki pull, and then Goki pull effect triggers to search, and you can search the normal guy to have a pop on their turn.
Okay, cool.
For side deck, played one Pank, just generic good going second card that I wanted to have access to. 2 Droll, double Lancia, double Nib. All these, I really didn't ever side, honestly. I just wanted to play with the main deck the way it was and then test my matchups. So, but I did side in Droll one time today, and it did all right. Shout out to Thomas here for getting me on this card that I actually never brought in today, but it was a good idea of bringing this in.
Sword Soul ends on 2 monsters.
Yeah, Sword Soul ends on 2 monsters. You know, the Dogmatica deck, you know, just having this to out problem monsters was just good. Red Reboot, Harpies, and 2 Twin, because we hate back row decks around here. We don't want them around. Then the last 2, I cut this down from 3 at last minute and played 2 Dark Ruler no more, and just never came up. All I played against today was Tri-Brigade round 1. This guy beat me up real good. Round 2, played against Flunderies and drew. Round 3, I played against Cyber Dragons and won that. Round 4, I played against Dinos, beat that. And then round 5, I played against Mech Knights and bricked both games. I finished 2-2-1, which is a lot better than I thought it was. I was actually 2-1-1 going in the last round, so I was hoping I could take it to the top 8, which they're playing out right now.
Yeah.
So, but the deck worked, and I really love this deck. It's insanely fun.
Yeah. Hey, but you made top 16, so
That's all that matters, you know. We're getting there.
All right. Thanks for the deck profile, and we will see you guys hopefully next time. Goodbye.